Today we are giving our minds a rest and letting a computer decide what we create. Come check it out. Okay, so we've all been there. You're on the computer browsing the internet, as you do, and you come across some crazy Photoshop edit. First you're like, holy crap, that's cool. Then you're like, how the hell did they do that? Then you remember, you're an artist. You've got that creative eye. Heck, you've got tons of ideas. So you hop onto Photoshop, open up a new doc, and nothing. Nada. Not a single idea. I mean, unless merging Tom Cruise with an onion counts as an idea. But then I realized,
modern problems require modern solutions.
Instead of me coming up with all the cool ideas, I'll just tell a program to. I mean, if artificial intelligence can drive cars themselves, master chess, and even replace my friends, then surely it can come up with a plot for me to create in Photoshop, right? Well, let's go find out. Alright, I found this plot generator which generates random ideas and gives you inspiration for your next novel, film, or Photoshop piece. Okay, let's find something fun. I think we're gonna have best luck with science fiction. Need a prompt? Why, yes I do. Click for random ideas. And write me a sci-fi plot. Oh wow. Galactic Short Rifle Wars. A science fiction plot by... Alright, well, as much as I want to read this story to you guys, I'm not gonna. You clicked on this video for Photoshop, not for freaking story time. So let's just grab a handful of words from this and start an edit. Okay, so we got Planet Muyani, we got Ferry known as Sari Parks, Philadelphia, Planet Klendathu, Short Rifle, Motorbike, a tribe of ogres, and a sandwich. That's enough, right? I hope so, cause here we go. Alrighty, we are in Photoshop and on the planet Klendathu, which apparently looks pretty similar to Earth. First things first, let's drop in our hero, Mr. Stanley Randall, who stole this motorbike. Looks pretty badass. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna have to do is mask out this entire guy, which is gonna take forever. And to do that, I'm gonna bust out the pen tool and just wrap around the silhouette of this guy. I'm not getting too into the weeds. See right here, I'm not even gonna go around these. I'm just gonna zigzag, because we have a solution for that later. You'll see. Alright, so now I'm just gonna whip around the rest of this real quick, so hold tight. Alright, now that we've freed him from his original background, we gotta get the internals. We gotta get in between all these wires, these spokes, and unfortunately there's no shortcut, so I'm gonna have to get in there with a pen tool and do every single one by hand. But you know what? That's okay. Gotta stay sharp. Not bad, we got him completely isolated, but we still have to go back and fix those zigzags we were talking about earlier. So what I'm gonna do is grab my brush tool, set it to 100% hardness, and just dot on the corners. This gives us the perfect shape. Next, let's plant this guy. How do we do that? With shadows. So we grab our brush tool and we're gonna adjust it to match the perspective. And once again, we're just gonna dot. Less is more, trust me. Next, we're adding a brightness and contrast layer, clip it to the motorcycle guy, and bring it down. Now that we got our hero in place, we're gonna cut out the background. I'm just gonna go around these buildings, once again using the pen tool, and once again, I'm gonna go ahead and zip through this. Okay, so the plot generator told us to go to, what, Philadelphia? So we're going to add in a skyline of, you guessed it, Philadelphia. Right here should work. No, yeah, right here. Okay, now we're gonna add the planet, and the story said it was called Planet Muyani. So that's what it looks like. Now, to blend the skyscrapers into space, we're gonna use Blend If, and we're gonna take the bottom slider down until this light shine through. Blend If is your friend. Okay, overall looking good. What do we gotta add next? Oh yes, a tribe of ogres. We got the twins here. Let's put them in. This should work just like so. If you look closely, he's not really looking at the biker guy, so we're gonna fix that with a puppet warp. So we're gonna place some anchor points that we don't want to move. These will anchor it down. And we're gonna do one on the face that's going to basically be the handle. So we're gonna put one and pull. Okay, looking good. I mean, he's still ugly, but he's looking good. Next, we're adding in our violent fairy named Sorry Parks. Yes, she's a cartoon, but that's okay, because her brightness is getting turned up to 11. Okay, so the prompt asks for a short rifle, but this sawed-off shotgun-looking thing, good enough. Let's go ahead and put it right on his hip. Color correct it. Speaking of color correcting, let's try some neural filters on these ogres. Okay, so we're gonna go for the harmonization. And let's pick a reference layer I can use. That actually looks pretty good. Fast too. Okay, now it's your turn, you creep. Alright. I just realized this rifle is floating here, so he needs a holster. Alright, now we're gonna add some fairy glow. So we're gonna brighten up, we're gonna blow out this entire motorcycle guy using curves, and we're gonna clip it to him. Then we're going to invert. Now we can paint in wherever we want that highlight to be. So we're just gonna go around where the fairy's at. You know, you can do whatever you want. Who am I to tell you what to do? Let's get some detail in. Okay, looking good. Next, we're gonna add a hue and saturation layer and clip it to the right ogre. And we're just gonna slide around and get like a nice red light, I think. Yeah, that looks good. Then, of course, we are going to invert it and copy and paste that. And we're gonna do the same for the ogre on the left. But we're going to do, I think, blue for this guy, yeah. Now the same as the fairy light, we're just gonna paint in using the color white on our mask to show through that red adjustment layer. Paint his nails. Give him a little clown nose. And you guessed it, we're doing the same for this guy. Okay, let's add some atmosphere. Okay, so this fog looks pretty good. Whoa, that looks pretty cool. But we're not going for that, so let's set it to screen, duplicate it, and put it in between the ogres and the biker, feather it out. This will give us some distance between everything. And one more behind the ogres and the city. I'm liking how this looks, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Now I'm just gonna go around and touch up some shadows. Oh yeah, there was a mention of a sandwich in the story? Okay, let's put a sandwich in real quick. Lastly, we're gonna throw some particles on and a camera filter to give it the final touches. This is honestly one of the funnest parts, just slide everything around until you get a cool vibe going. Well, there you have it, folks, an edit based completely off of what our computer overlords told us. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Alrighty folks, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.